All right, then.
Ask,
Yeah.
ask,
Okay, motherfucker, I can read. I
ask.
heard you. Y'all go ahead, man. I might be frozen right now. I got to change the name. Go ahead.
All right, so I had made a comment earlier. I said I was coming back from my hometown. I was coming in from Alabama to Georgia, but I made a stop at the state line, the Georgia Alabama state line, on the way back. And as I got out the car, I noticed this young black man standing at the ATM asking for money. So I told him, I said, when I come back out, I'll hook you up. So I'll go in the store, come back out. But when I came back out, I looked at him. I said, hey man, why are you standing in front of this ATM and asking for money instead of drawing money out of the ATM? And he was like, hard times, this, that, and the other. I guess he's living at home. I don't know what's going on with him. But I said, hey, I said, listen, man. I said, I'm retired military. I said, you should think about joining the military and get yourself a trade or something. That way you can be at this ATM drawing money out instead of you standing by asking for money. Just to give him an idea that there's other avenues out there for him to pursue instead of standing in front of an ATM asking and begging for money. Especially when people like us are walking past him and not even looking at him, trying to help the man out. You know what I'm saying? So, so like I told him, I said a year later, I go back through. And a matter of fact, I told him, I said, I better not see you here the next time I come through here. So a year later, I actually stopped back at that truck stop to see if I would see him, and luckily, I did not see him. I'm not saying anything. I hope everything worked out for him. But at least a year later, I didn't see him out there begging for no money.
Mm.
Yeah, because he was at the other one.
He done moved on. He moved up like the Jeffersons.
This guy, boy, leave it to the bad professor, man, to keep it real. Keeping it real.
But see, my issue is I have with younger people, like you said, is if you're young and able, and I'm not going to say there's not some mitigating circumstances no one knows about.
Yes.
But if you're able-bodied, you should be your ass somewhere trying to make some money somehow. You should be somewhere with a job or something. You can't just sit there and beg your way through life. It's like this country talks about how much we love our veterans, but this country has more homeless veterans than any other country on the damn planet.
Man,
I agree with that.
My man Cope has always said, why the hell do we have all these programs for veterans like the DAV and the VFWs and stuff when the VA is supposed to take care of you? Why the fuck do we have all these other programs?
That's like every time I see a Wounded Warrior commercial, it pisses me off that there has to be that.
Yeah,
yes, exactly. I'm 1,000% behind you on that bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Or we have these programs where people are trying to tell you how to get 100% disability from VA.
Yeah.
Instead of the VA making sure that you're
that you have it.
You
Exactly.
Ain't gotta worry about those programs.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Professor, I never asked you. Did you serve or did you join the military?
I tried, but it wasn't for me, so I got out as quickly as I could. I was in the Navy.
Okay.
Quick.
Well, he didn't make any basic training.
No, sir. Got the fuck out.
Immediately.
Hey, I know what it. Hey, know what got the professor out though? When they say you got to swim. What, black man in water?
Actually, I'm a great swimmer. I taught my kids and my wife how to swim. I'm a great swimmer, but I don't like. You see how I am with authority.
Yeah, I feel you.
And that kind of structure is what I wanted, but it's not the way I wanted it. Okay. I actually just wanted to get a government job, and I figured joining the military would get me that. And then when I heard from a couple people that ain't how the shit work, I'm like, all right, I can get the fuck out of here.
Okay. All right. I don't know how we got on that, but let's talk about the homeless. I know here in Augusta, they're trying to get people not to give people money.
Yeah.
They actually, I think they're trying to pass a law that if you see people out there panhandling, don't give them money.
In New Orleans, they tried to make panhandlers get a license to ask for money. Now, how can they get a license to fucking ask for money?
Okay. No, because they want to tax it. Because them guys, I got two stories for you why I do not give people money.
Okay. Why
And it
not?
goes back to this first story I'm gonna tell you. I was at, at a law office and I was talking to the receptionist and she was just telling me about different people. And she was telling me about this guy that he was a veteran, getting 100% disability from VA, getting Social Security, and he would go panhandle every day.
Mm.
And he panhandled enough money to put 3 kids through college.
God damn.
Ain't
And
that
once
a bitch?
and once he put them through college, he stopped.
Because
So
that's
he
tax-free money.
panhandled. He used that to put his kids through school.
That
That's one. I'm not about to help you. You already getting 2 government benefits. Now you out here begging for more. That's greedy. That's beyond greedy.
well, I could never understand why people panhandle, but I can understand like we always say, some people do fall on hard times. But I saw a guy who was down there in Charlotte for the Cowboys versus the Panthers game. I saw a guy, he had his wife and his young child out there panhandling, but then the building next to him had a we hiring sign up.
Mm-hmm.
And
See that all the time.
yeah,
See that all the time.
I didn't understand that. If you out here panhandling, but you see a sign right next to you saying, "Hey, we hiring," take your ass in there and get a job. You know what I'm saying? You might not get that paycheck for 2 weeks, but you know that paycheck is coming. And like I say, I'm not knocking people because I could fall on hard times tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see myself being out there and panhandling because I just can't see myself, because for one thing, I would be embarrassed.
I'm not. That's what I'm about to say. I'm not strong enough.
Yeah, I'm not strong enough.
It takes a strong person to get out there and beg people for money all day, every day.
Yeah.
And if you that strong, if you that strong of mind to do that, what's stopping you from doing something else? What's stopping you from getting the success you're looking for? Because I'm sorry, like I said, that takes some serious strength of character to sit there and beg people that you don't know for money. And some of these people you probably see every fucking day because you're in their way to work.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
That goes to another story that why I'm not going to give somebody money who can possibly do for themselves. At the stoplight, me and my son, guy was walking. He was like, "Dad, you gonna give him some money?" I'm like, "No." And then I explained to him why. I said, "Now look over here, son. There's a smoke shop right there. There was an old lady flipping a damn sign for the smoke shop, while this guy, probably younger than me, walking through traffic begging for money. Now, if she got the lifespan that she has, and she over here flipping the sign to make some money, there's plenty of places I'm sure would hire you. But you're gonna sit here and walk through traffic while this old lady is on the side flipping the sign, getting money." Yeah, and things like that. Just, I'm not gonna give you, because I don't know what you're gonna do. Like I see these guys with the sign. "Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just want to give me a cold beer."
I'm about to say that.
Dime.
Hey, no, I tell you like this though, man. I'm about to say that same thing. I was stationed in El Paso, Fort Bliss, El Paso, Texas.
We used to live in El Paso.
You live in El Paso. Before I tell the story, then, when I went to El Paso, I never seen colors like that of a house. I saw a pink house. I saw a purple house. I saw a blue house. I was like, man,
pastel colors.
I'm like, what the
El Paso's been like that forever.
Yeah. It just threw me off because I never saw no colors house before. But it is what it is. But the story I was about to say is that we was going to the mall one time, and this guy had a sign. Vista? Yeah, probably so. See, I can't remember. My mind is gone. Too much drinking.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. But the guy he did have a sign. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go buy a beer. I had to give that guy at least $5. Cause at least he was honest.
And you know what? I've actually had homeless people ask for money, and I said, "What you need money for?" "Well, I'm hungry." So I went and got them something to eat. You know, these motherfuckers fuss when I brought them food. I said, "Bitch, I'll keep my shit my damn self."
Eat it,
nigga.
Now I will do that. I will give, if I have food, I will give you food. I've done that.
Yeah.
Like I was coming from Tampa, going somewhere, and I stopped to get me something to eat. When I was about to get on the highway, homeless guy standing there for money. So I like, "Hey, I ain't got no money, but I give you this food, and he, oh man, I appreciate it, thank you. Now whatever, I can try and use money to give me a room or something. So I would definitely give you food, water, but I'm not giving you no money.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But
I give you food and water, but no money. No money.
I guess this is a question I want to ask y'all then. Why do we seem to have money to send to other countries to help them with their defense against, war and all this, but yet we can't seem to find that money to help with the homeless here in America? I never understood. I never understood that dynamic.
Yeah. I'm about to explain to you right now. They paying for first dibs on resources. We didn't give you this money. Now you owe us something. You owe us. It ain't just. That's why they quick to give them that money, because they know that we're gonna get we're gonna get this shit back, and we're gonna get it back because we're America. You're not gonna. We get our money, so they don't give a shit. We already here doing the work.
That's part of it. That's a lot of it. And what I said last week, the one thing rich people and the one thing well-off people hate, especially the other people hate, is poor people of the same color. They don't like to accept the fact that there's poor white people. They hate that. That drives them crazy, that they're poor people, period. Because admitting that there's poor people here, and I'm not just going to say white, but admitting that there's poor people here says that the system that they love so much, capitalism, does not work the way they say it does.
That's deep. I never looked at it like that
because,
before.
Like I said, this is the richest country in the world, and we have more homeless than any other country in the world.
Why?
There's no reason behind it. There's no reason why we have to pay for education when poor country governments pay for education for the people. This country is the only one where capitalism works for a certain amount of people, for a certain group of people, and socialism works for the rest of. Well, capitalism works for the rest of us. Socialism works for the upper tier, the 1% of the 1%. They get to live under socialism that they say is shit, and they leave capitalism for the rest of us to struggle with.
That's deep.
Yeah,
that's true. I never looked at that before.
It's all, man. Tell you,
it's all about the resources.
And all about that making money or making whatever the currency is, whatever's gonna make them more money. That's everything is a business. Nothing.
Because look at socialist countries like the Netherlands, Sweden, and Germany. They pay for the kid from the time the kid is born to the time that person dies, or making money on their own. They take care of them. Parents in this country, because of capitalism, we barely have paternal and maternity leave, where other countries, the mom can take 6 months off, the dad can take 6 months with her. No, I'm sorry, the mother can take a year off to be with their kid. The dad can take 6 months. Here, we're lucky we get 3 days.
That's true. That is true, though.
Cutting in the profits. If you're not working, we ain't making no money.
Exactly. Like I said, capitalism does not work, and they don't like to admit that.
They ain't worried about that. Hey, that next worker, he gonna be all right. You get your ass back to work. It's like one of the memes say, don't work for a job that the day you die, they're gonna have a post in a warrant ad for your ass 20 minutes before you in the ground.
Yeah, that is true though. America, I guess we got our morals messed up. Because I know a lot of politicians say, yeah, I'm there for you, but they're not actually there working for us. No. They're working for those foreign countries, just like Po Boy said, because we need those resources. We need the ore, we need those diamonds, we need gold, we need whatever. So it benefits.
I mean, you all were more military than I am. Y'all saw how much the military got.
Yeah.
Now I'm not talking about the members who actually carry the weapons. I'm talking about the motherfuckers who made the weapons.
That's
the motherfuckers who sold the weapons.
That's true too.
And just think about all the unfound resources that Ukraine has.
Well, that's why Russia wanted them, and that's why we're trying to defend them.
Yeah,
because we want dibs on that. We want to have our but it's the only difference, like in Iraq and all them things. Afghanistan is, we didn't have control. Nobody, that was already controlled. We had to go take control.
Yes.
Now that this is uncontrolled, so now we didn't put our money in, so we about to come in and we got first dibs. Our company's coming in, and that's what it is.
I got a question for you before we signed off though. Y'all heard the latest thing that Donald Trump lawyers were trying to say when they was talking about the January 6th.
That
I think
foolishness.
When he said that
About him
he
support the Constitution or something like that.
Yeah, he never pledged to support the Constitution.
That's the stupidest shit in the world. And the saddest thing of it is his stupid ass followers will be the ones to say, we love the Constitution, but you know what? He's right. He never said he'd take care of the Constitution. You ignorant mother. He's the only fucking person on the planet who can get a bunch of other idiot motherfuckers on this planet to admit that they don't give a shit about nothing but him. And then they get mad when you say they're in a goddamn cult. They just waiting for this man to bring them some fucking Kool-Aid.
What's his name? Jim. What's his name? Jim
Jones.
Jim Jones. Yeah. Down there in Ghana, right? I think that was in Ghana.
Yeah, Jonestown.
Ghana. Yeah, Jonestown in Ghana. Yeah, and I say the same thing because when you because the president is the head of all the military services. And the first thing when you re-enlist, they say to defend the Constitution. That's one
against enemies,
foreign and domestic. Oh, my bad. That is exactly what it says. And for them to try to split that and say that, well, he never said that he will support the Constitution. To me, I was like, man, come on, man. That should be a disqualifier right there.
Imagine somebody saying that about Barack Obama. Do you think these idiots would have accepted that?
Excuse my language, but hell no.
Hey, I mean, come on now.
Hey, professor, mad professor, poor boy. They got mad at Barack because he wore a tan suit. Remember that?
Tan suit, yes.
He wore a tan suit. Oh, that's not presidential.
Fist bump with his wife.
Yeah, that's not presidential. That's not presidential. I remember,
even though George Bush had worn a tan suit 3 times during his presidency.
Yeah, and I remember this. This is what got me right here when they say that Michelle Obama had wore like a sleeveless shirt.
Yeah,
she showed her arm.
That wasn't president. That wasn't lady. That wasn't first lady like.
They say that first lady like. Yeah, Nancy Wilson. Nancy Reagan. I said Nancy Wilson. Nancy Reagan would never wear a dress like that. But then when they show Melania Trump naked, that's art. That's art.
Yeah. And Nancy Reagan wouldn't have worn no damn sleeveless shirts because she ain't had the fucking guns. Shit. Her flabby ass.
Oh goodness, man. Oh man. We probably get canceled, but I don't give a damn shit.
You know why we can't get canceled?
Why not?
First Amendment, damn it.
That's right. Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. Right. Freedom of speech. But fellas, man, this is going to conclude our after show, the Ashed Out. These are just things that we think about that we didn't get into our other podcasts, but we like to talk about at the end of the show. And hopefully y'all got some entertainment out of it, because I know I have, because I know the professor was great. Yeah. And before we go, Professor, my boy last week, he was looking for you when I was at the Dallas Cowboy game. He said, I just get on there to hear what the professor got to say.
Tell him, man, I got enough for him. I promise I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100 every time.
That's right. Am I lying, Major? Am I lying, po boy?
He was looking for you.
He was looking for where the professor at? Where the professor at? I want to talk to the professor. That's what he keeps saying. I want to talk to the professor. So man, keep doing what you're doing, Professor. Keep doing what you're doing, po boy. And hey, this is our after show called Ashed Out. Hey, make sure you subscribe to Two Cigars and a Blunt podcast on YouTube. I've been drinking. And Major, man, shout out your websites again, man, so people can know.
MajorCreativeProduction.com, TikTok, Instagram, Major Creative Productions, and what is I got? What is it? The Poetically Creative Mind podcast. Check that out, because I'm thinking about getting back on that again too.
You need to.
A lot of poetry out there.
Yeah, so we can come on there and we can talk about it. Hey, Matt Professor, you got anything? You got anything you want people to follow you on?
Oh no, I don't. I'm illiterate to this. This is all new for me, so I'm trying to get there.
Okay, we're gonna get you there because you got a lot of knowledge, and I think that a lot of people would like to hear what you got to say. So I'm be the first.
I'm not surprised.
Y'all got the same shape head. What the fuck you talking?
Look. You know, light skinned people don't think right.
I know.
Oh, y'all trying to turn the lights out on me, huh?
Okay. but seriously, Mad Professor, I think you should start your own YouTube channel. I really do, because I think you got a lot of things that people would like to hear, and you got a way of saying things that some people don't want to hear, but yet they want to hear it. So I'll be the first one to tell you to start your own YouTube channel, because
it's
you're
something I've been thinking about.
You're very knowledgeable about the subject that you want to be
in.
And I'm telling you, man, it took me a while, because a lot of people told me, because I like to harass the Cowboys fans, and one of my partners said, "Man, you kind of funny, and I think a lot of people
think you something about the way you look."
Oh wow. Damn, bro. Damn. Damn, James.
Why you gotta cut me, man? You cut me deep, Shrek. You cut me deep. Right, that's all I gotta say. I'm not, made me forget what I gotta say, man. The hell with it, man. But this is our after show called Ash Out.
I feel.
I know, man. But hopefully y'all was entertained, and hopefully y'all tune in next week, 8:00. We have some more subjects, and make sure you tune in. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend about our show, because the more that we get participation, the better our show will be. So yes. I'm the man on the street.
I'm the Mad Professor in the boot.
Oh boy from the boot.
And this